Everyone, it's Shosha from your boy, Jetblack the One and Only, here with another exciting live stream. Today is September 8th, 2019. Right now I'm also playing Serial M3 if you'd like to join in on the vlog. I'm going to be talking about my day-to-day. Feel free to jump into that live chat. Tell me how you're doing today. If you have any questions for your boy and if you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream. Ray King said, I like the song as follows, change other friends and future. Okay. I think the name of the song that I liked was like "Here We Are in the Future," but only the part with Steven. I didn't like anybody else's part. Godzilla said, "Hi Nick, yo Godzilla, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy and any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Feel free to join us on the Serial M3 stream, where I'm playing Serial M3. It's an RPG that kind of is like Final Fantasy meets Pokemon, is how I've heard a few people describe it. But definitely feel free to check it out. I've played over 7 hours of this game. So far so good. I've been digging it. Let me pull up the live chat for the vlog on my laptop. That way it'll be easier for me to keep up with the vlog live chat. So I just need one more knight to recruit. So I need to find knights. Oh, let's see. So I still need to bring up the live chat for the vlog. So give me one moment to do that. Let's see. Vlogging with Leon said countryside actually is where you could play a game with someone and you can actually hear them talking. I was wondering if you would be. So are you asking if I'd be interested in using countryside uh, to like play games and with other people and stuff like that? I'm interested in Google Stadia. Google Stadia is a new video game initiative by Google, which I'm interested in using in order to try and stream games in a way to where I can play them with you guys. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably get Google Stadia sometime next year, but it'll be a way for us to stream games together easier. I assure you. Well, I assure you, based on what they've said about it, I don't know if it'll be as advertised, but the way they describe it, it'll be really easy for us to all play games together via Google Stadia. Kel said, what up, what up? Yo, Kels, welcome to the stream, it's good to have you. And Godzilla, welcome to the stream, it's good to have you. How's your day? Do you have any questions for your boy and any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Right now I'm playing Serial M3, so if you guys want to check out the gameplay of Serial M3, definitely make sure to tune into the Serial M3 stream, which is going on right now also on the Nickabenson channel. Serial M3, in case you're not familiar with the game, is somewhat, well, some people have described it as like Pokemon meets Final Fantasy. If you like turn-based RPGs and monster collection games, then I feel like Serial M3 is something that you would enjoy watching, so definitely feel free to come on by and check that out. Okay, so now I'm going to go up to Realm 8. Right now I'm just trying to grind to level 20 for all my guys. Let me check my current level. So right now most people on my squad are level 19. So all I need to do is grind a little bit more and I should be good. Let's see. But yeah, I haven't really talked about my day yet. So today I mainly I mainly hung out with your boy Aiden, and I texted with Beth throughout the day, and it was a pretty fun time. Me and Aiden went, we got milkshakes. We played the question game with Beth. It's a game where you essentially just take turns asking each other questions, and you have interesting discussions. But yeah, overall, I had a pretty solid day. Sorry about the background noise. The room that I'm in is next to the kitchen, and I guess dishes are being washed. There's just a lot of water sounds. But I've been playing a lot of Serial M3 recently, like a thick amount of Serial M3. And I decided that I was going to play Serial M3 today during the vlog as well. So, oh, I need to collect pink vegetables. I wasn't looking at what my mission was for this particular realm, so I was just kind of running around. So now I need to try and collect the pink vegetables. As I continue to grind, your creatures gain Mind for 8 turns. Huh. So that's just straight up a healing spell. So I need to try and find more pink vegetables. Let's see. Vlogging with Leon said, hey, you should play Final Fantasy. So I've never really gotten into the Final Fantasy series before. If I was to play any Final Fantasy game, it would probably be Final Fantasy World, because it's more of a monster training game, similar to this, where you like collect a group of monsters that you fight alongside. So if I ever do play a Final Fantasy game, it'll probably be World of Final Fantasy. I actually almost bought World of Final Fantasy, but this game is $10 cheaper than World of Final Fantasy, and I felt like I would like this game more than World of Final Fantasy. Let's see. Kel said, "Do you know about Saturday AM?" So what is Saturday AM, Kels? I'm not sure if I've actually ever heard of that. Afro Lucifer said, "What's up, Nick? Yo, Afro, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy and any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream?" Also, Afro Lucifer, don't forget to check out our Serial 3 stream that we're doing right now. Serial 3 is a game that many people call like a Final Fantasy meets Pokemon style game that I'm currently playing right now on the Nickabenson channel live. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in checking out, definitely feel free to do so. Also, feel free to ask me any questions you have and bring up any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream. Let's see, so right now I'm still running around. I've been playing Serial 3 now only for almost 8 hours. Not straight, like not like 8 continuous hours, but um, 8 hours total almost. I'm not quite at 8 hours. I'm like at a little under 7 hours and 40 minutes of gameplay. Well, actually, there's a timer. I can just check how long I've been playing. So 7 hours and 25 minutes so far is what the in-game clock says. Let's see. Afro Lucifer said my day has been good, but my Wi-Fi keeps going out. Already checked out the other stream. And have you ever played Final Fantasy One? Nope, I've actually never played a Final Fantasy game. I feel like the types of RPGs that I've enjoyed playing so far have been monster training and collection games. So I think if I were to play a Final Fantasy game, it would be World of Final Fantasy, which is a monster training and collecting game set in the world of Final Fantasy. So if you guys ever see me play a Final Fantasy game, more likely than not, it'll probably be that. Let's see, Godzilla said, "So Nick, how's life right now?" Life's pretty good. Tomorrow I'm going to continue working on the project that I've been working on for work. Last week was a little bit weird because I had Labor Day off and I hung out with Beth. But I'm used to working on Mondays, so I feel like I'm slightly behind on the project that I'm working on. I normally have like a 2 week period to get as much work done as possible. But it's just that one day that I didn't work because I was off work. It just feels like I missed a day. Like it still feels clear that like I didn't work that day. But I don't think it'll be too bad. I feel like I should be able to get a good few of my objectives done, and I already have as of last week. I'm just curious to see how much I can finish before Friday. On Friday, I'm going to be presenting. Find the lost soul in this realm and return it to the phylactery. Yo, What's a phylactery? And who's the lost soul in this realm? That's an interesting setup. Godzilla said, "Oh yeah, and how's your game? Where your DM to an AI?" So I've been thinking about the AI game. I'm glad that you brought that up. So I think I could make some pretty cool games with it. The more that I think about my recent advancement that I added to it, because remember when the sentient AI I was working on was able to answer would you rather questions? Now you can give it as many choices as you want to a question, and then it can pick any of the choices based on which one it prefers. Um, so now I can kind of make an AI that can choose from a whole bunch of different things. So I think the next AI project I'm going to work on is creating like a fantasy world, and making it where the AI can choose what it wants to do in that world and make it where it can explore and learn stuff about the world and interact with things in the world on its own pace. So I think that'll actually be really cool. Let's see. Kel says Saturday AM is basically Shonen Jump, but here in the West, and the magazine features manga-inspired comics created by anime fans like you and me. Interesting. I personally can't draw, so I probably wouldn't do anything with Saturday AM unless I had like an artist to collaborate with. But it sounds pretty cool. It sounds very interesting. With Saturday AM, how does it work in terms of independent creations? I always feel weird when I find those feathers in the overworld and they just kind of vanish and say, "Catch me if you can." Am I supposed to chase after them? Am I supposed to find them somewhere? The game's been very unclear about what those feathers actually do. But yeah, when it comes to Saturday AM Kells, do you own the rights to the characters that you create, or does Saturday AM own the rights to your characters? Because I feel like that's really important. Afro Lucifer said, "I'm gonna go play D&D. Have a nice night. I hope you have a wonderful night, Afro Lucifer, and thank you for tuning in. Truly appreciate it. I hope to see you on the next stream." So how do I find the lost soul? Kel said, "From what I know, you own the rights." Okay, that's pretty cool. Um, One thing that I think a lot of people may think, like, hold for granted is the idea that if you create a character, you just kind of, so this is where I need to take the soul. Now I just need to find the lost soul. Okay, that's going to be interesting. A lot of people take for granted that if you create a character, that you just kind of own it, but that is not really the case. Like, if you work for, like, Marvel or DC or something, and you create a new character, that character is now a Marvel or DC character. That's why companies like not Vision Comics, companies like Image Comics exist, where creators own the rights of all the characters that they create, so that creators can have more power. So that's why I was asking about that. So I still need to find the lost spirit, wherever they may be. I need to bring them back to this. So I need to find my way back here once I find the lost spirit. Sadly, I don't know what a lost spirit even looks like, so I don't really know what I'm looking for. Let's see. Oh, but what are the submission guidelines, Kels, for Saturday AM? Because I know a lot of different comic book companies, at the very least, have like submission guidelines posted on their website to tell you, like, hey, we're accepting submissions, and this is how you're supposed to submit, and here are the submissions that we don't accept. I've noticed that a lot of comic book companies either are like, we're not accepting submissions because that's not how we look for talent, or they're like, we accept submissions, but we don't accept only like written submissions. Like, you gotta have art. You can't just be like, I'm a writer and I'm sending in like my script that I created. It's like you gotta be able to like do the whole package or be a team at least of people. And I think that's kind of interesting. Man, this enemy team hit me with a ton of debuffs. So it can't attack because it's afflicted with Scorn, but it can cast Shell Burst. And Shell Burst was enough to kill it. So it looks like everybody has Scorn. So if everybody has Scorn, then everybody just needs to cast Shell Burst instead. And then we'll just win. Shell Burst is really good. I'm actually killing the whole enemy squad with Shell Burst now. That's what you get for casting Scorn. You're worse off. Good 'em. Let's see. Kel said, "I think I might post a poker game on Sat AM instead of Webtoon because it's closer to what I want, but Webtoon is more popular than Sat AM." I feel like Sat AM sounds, like you said, more like what you want. So, if they're down to have you, I feel like that'd be like pretty solid. Also, my question about Sat AM, do you get royalties for your work? Like, do you get paid for having your stuff on Sat AM? And if so, how does that work? Let's see. Vlogging with Leon said hi. Hey, how's it going? Kel said, I don't know about the submission process. If I had to guess, I'd say it's pretty open. Then Vlogging with Leon said, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Tomorrow I have work. I'm just going to work. Then after work, I'm going to write. And then after I write for a bit, I'm going to do the vlog, probably stream some more Serialim. Then after that, I'm going to write even more. And then after I write, I'm going, my team is getting hurt. That hurt a lot. And then after I write for a bit, I'm going to, oh, is this the Lost Soul? Yes, I found the Lost Soul. Then after I write for a bit, me and Beth are going to do text and read, where we read comics together, and we message each other about the comics that we're reading, and we essentially review the comics for each other. So we both give our thoughts, and then after me and Beth do text and read for a bit, I'll probably write some more, and then after I'm done writing, I'll go to bed, and then I'll wake up, and I'll do the same stuff the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And of course, after I work, I like exercise and shower and everything like that as well. Let's see. Creatures, level 20, level 20, level 19, level 19, level 19, level 20. So I need to get my level 19 people up to level 20. I'm close, but I'm not there yet. So next up, we're going to go to Realm 10. Let's see. Kel said, I think you get paid, but I don't know exactly how. Then Vlogging with Leon said, I was wondering if you'd be willing to do a video with me tomorrow. What kind of video would you want to do? I like doing more vlog style stuff. The only reason why I've been doing so much game related stuff recently is just because I've bought games recently, and I want to actually play the games that I buy, which recently has been a problem, where I just haven't been actually playing the games that I buy, which sucks. Let's see. Matt says, stop playing the bad game. Yo, Matt, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy today? Discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? So I need to collect 4 crystals, it says. Okay. The scored sorcery spell belongs to what class? Is it the sorcery class? No, it belongs to the nature class. What the fuck? Okay, I guess that's why it's Scourge Sorcery. Matt said no, no, no. Matt, do you know how long I've been playing this game? And then Matt said also like Digimon. So I've never been a Digimon guy. I know that it's like digital creatures that have feelings and emotions, which should be right up my alley. But I don't know. It's never really appealed to me. I thought Data Squad was an interesting concept, but I've heard from people who actually like Digimon that Data Squad is ass, like in their opinion. And I'm like, oh, so I guess I like the bad one. Cool. I actually am a fan of Monster Rancher, but from what I can tell, people don't care about Monster Rancher or care for Monster Rancher. Let's see, Kel said, Jet wasn't the last stream on this game like 6 hours. It was almost 7 hours. It was like 6 hours and like 57 minutes or something. Matt said, Digimon is everything you want. You haven't looked hard enough. He said, Data Squad is great. I keep hearing people say that Data Squad was like the worst one, and I also agree that Data Squad was cool. I thought it was cool, but apparently people don't actually think it's cool. I watched this guy called Billiam on YouTube. He's a pretty cool YouTuber. He's done a whole bunch of Digimon videos, and he talks about how like Data Squad, it just doesn't get it. It just doesn't understand what Digimon's like really supposed to be, and it's like, oh well, rip, what I thought. Vlogging with Leon said, I'm going skating tomorrow, and I was wondering if you'd like to join me, and we can do a video together. Thank you for the offer. I appreciate it, but no, I'm good. I don't really do a lot of, like, leaving the house during, like, the week. except for Fridays. On Fridays, I go to Station Retro and I hang out with my friends. And on Sundays, I'll hang out with friends. Like how I hung out with Aiden today. But I'm not like really big into driving, and I normally am more of a homebody. And on Saturdays, I hang out with my girlfriend. Um, so I'd say for the most part during the week, I'm just not out and about. But I appreciate it though. Matt said, no, the worst one is Cross Wars. Um, I'm trying to figure out if I would really like some Digimon stuff or not. There's a newer Digimon thing that I think is called Digimon Fusions, and it's on Netflix, and it just was really kiddie. Like somehow it was so meant for children that it rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, oh, I don't really think I'll like this. Oh, I found buried. I found buried treasure. It makes me think of like berries when I say it like that. And then Matt said, or Digimon the movie. Okay, let's see. So I just need to find one more crystal, and then I should be able to beat this realm, and then take on the next big boss. Matt said Digimon is a modern day setting with AI and some magic. Um, I'm trying to figure out what are some of the aspects about Digimon I don't really like. I guess I don't really like the concept of them not being like robots. I understand like in the computer that they'd be like monsters. That makes sense. I feel like once you say they're outside of the digital world, it's like, well, why is it when they're outside of the digital world that they don't have to inhabit some kind of mechanical body? It just seems weird that they manifest as like full creatures. Then Matt said, how could you not? And then he said, really? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I just think that's kind of like a weird flex. Because then it is just kind of more of a magical thing, but I guess in a gross way. Um, because I like the concept of like sentient AI creatures. I totally vibe with that, but I just think them coming to the real world as full fledged creatures doesn't really make sense. Matt said that is so dumb. I agree, it is dumb. If they're like cyber things, why do they have like weird physical bodies? And then Matt said you also like magic. And it's like, I don't know. I just think that. What's the goblet of living? Give me one moment. The goblet of giving, not living, allows you to convert one type of resource into another. Oh. Ooh, and we earned some deity points? And we're in a fight? Matt said, no, your hatred of the idea. It's not that I hate it, it's just kind of weird. I don't know, I would have preferred if they were robots. Okay, now I need to get back to the teleportation shrine. So I can get out of here. Okay, so the teleportation shrine, it's right here. Okay, so now we're going to teleport back to Nex, which is our kingdom. And then Matt said, stop being so superficial about things. I don't necessarily think it's me being, like, overly superficial. I just feel like I would, whoa. This world is all skulls and darkness. Matt, you might like this one. Then Vlogging with Leon said, hey, what do you do on Thursdays? Thursdays are just a part of my normal daily routine. And Fridays are, for the most part, until Friday nights, which is where we do the Station Retro stuff. Matt said, one detail being wrong shouldn't tank the idea. It just is kind of weird. I think if they were robots, it would be like a different discussion altogether. You know what I mean? Like the type of stuff that's covered in the show. I need to find the teleportation shrine in this realm. I don't know where it is. And then Matt said, but it isn't. Let's see. Oh, snap. I interacted with some skulls and they were like, The spirits of these skulls have not been laid to rest, and now you must face them. And I'm fighting the spirits of the skulls. Let's see. Vlogging with Leon said, "Oh, I was wondering if you'd be willing to do a video with me Thursday." Well, I just probably wouldn't be like leaving the house or doing anything for a Thursday. I just don't do stuff during the week. I mainly do stuff on the weekend. But I have engagements most of the time. On Fridays, I go to Station Retro, but this Friday, I'm going to be going to a birthday dinner for one of my friends. On Saturday, I have a date with Beth, and me and Beth are going to be hanging out. And then on Sunday, more likely than not, my friend Aiden will want to hang out. Let's see. Interesting. I just got a gem of Mind Explosion, which will allow my creatures to do like psychic attacks. Let's see. Matt said digital monsters are based on Tamagotchi, thus making sense. It makes sense when they're in the digital world, Matt. I don't think it makes sense when they're like not machines in the physical world. Like I actually love the concepts of digivices and carrying the creatures around with you, but I don't like it when they're like it's a physical thing. Like I don't like it when the creatures manifest and they're like I'm right here too and I'm not a robot. You know what I mean? Leon said, "Oh, okay. Thank you for the offer, though. I appreciate it." And then Leon said, "Are you ever available on Thursdays or Mondays?" I'm never really available on either of those days. I'm not normally available during the week because during the week I work, and then I spend most of my days when I'm not working writing or spending time with my girlfriend. And even when I'm spending time with my girlfriend, it's like digitally, except on Saturdays where we actually hang out. She also hangs out on Fridays for the Station Retro Hangouts, and sometimes on Sundays with friends and family. It really depends. But I spend most of my time either spending time with my girlfriend, working, or writing. And I've just recently been trying to do more gaming. Okay. So now it's time to go up to Realm 17. Let's see, Matt said, if we get far enough into the future to where AI are just regular things, do you honestly think that they'll be confined just to robots? How do you put sentient AI into like monsters? Like that's like are you talking about genetically engineered monsters that have like sentient AI cybernetics? To me it's a bigger leap. It's a much bigger leap than just sentient AI. You know what I mean? Search for this endangered old timer in this realm. What is an endangered old timer? A old person who's in danger? Then Leon said, well, crap. Yeah, like normally I'm just free on weekends. If I didn't like work, like I didn't have like a job, then I'd be much more free during the week. But I kind of need a job, and I like my job. So I'm not very free during the week at all. Also, I need to upgrade my character. I have 29 upgrade points. Goodness. If I was Link, I'd be like, well, excuse me. Let's see. We're gonna level up dodge, and then we're gonna level up survival instincts. That's a lot of leveling. Let's see. Matt said, "Why do we need to be that grounded? You like magic, and magic isn't even real." I like magic, but I just feel like Digimon doesn't have to be this weird magic thing. A similar premise with robots, I think, would be cool. Or even if they were just in the devices. I don't get why they need physical bodies. They could just be in the digivices for the like overworld interactions, and I'd be totally fine with that. Because then it would honestly be more like Tamagotchi, like you said, what they're based off of. Because they're supposed to more or less be like Tamagotchis for dudes, even though dudes can already enjoy Tamagotchi for what it is. But Tamagotchi for dudes, because they fight. But it's essentially still just Tamagotchi. By the way, Matt, they have classic Digimon, like Digivices, at GameStop. I saw one the other day. Oh, I found the old man. Um, and I was gonna buy it, Matt, but I decided not to buy it because I was like, none of my friends have one. And I think a big part of what makes Digimon stand apart is that you can battle with them. But Matt, if we both went to GameStop and we saw those Digivices, would you get one? And would we do some Digimon stuff? Because I think that'd be kind of cool. Matt said, so if we have physical bodies and keep our bodies in their world, then it should work the other way around. So I also think it's weird that they go to the digital world, but I can almost accept that. You know what I mean? The reason why I feel like I can almost accept that is it's almost like a VR thing. You know, kind of like how Sword Art Online is like you go to the digital world and there are consequences for your real life body. It doesn't necessarily have to be full teleportation for that to work. It could just be like some weird VR experience. Of course, they don't portray it like that, but I don't think the portrayal of that matters too much. You could argue the same thing about the monsters. You could be like, well, if you're just gonna headcanon it anyways, you could then you could just be like, the monsters are just robots then. So you could just be like, you just pretend they're robots when they're here. Then Kel said, Jet, if you could give any series a quality fighting game, what would it be? He said, I would obviously give it to JoJo. If I could give any series a quality fighting game, um, and it's not like my own thing, like it's not something that I wrote, but just some other thing that exists, I, ooh, I'm like currently thinking about it. In part, I want to say Hunter x Hunter. Um, at the same time, Hunter x Hunter I've heard has mainly been made into RPGs, and to be honest, Hunter x Hunter focuses so much on like crazy strategies and so many mechanics that practically are like RPG mechanics. Hunter x Hunter does fit more as an RPG, and really doesn't need to be a fighting game, but potentially could be done similarly to like a Persona game, to where you get RPG elements in your fighter. So Hunter, but I also want to say other things, like things other than Hunter x Hunter, that would be really good fighting games. But my brain's like, you gotta pick Hunter x Hunter, dude. Those other things, they don't necessarily need to be fighters, but I feel like Hunter x Hunter, if it was like a good fighter that still had those strategy elements to it that you see in the show, it would just be gangbusters, be hella good. Let's see. Ryan said, but in Digimon, it beamed up. Then Matt said no, because then you'll be like, Matt, you are too good, so I don't want to face you. Um, I'd be willing to face you in the fucking Digimon battles. Also, Matt, I'd be interested in facing off against you in Fighter Z. I'm down. I feel like my current Fighter Z strategy isn't too bad. Gerard hates it, but Gerard also has to play a specific team of people. Like he'll get aggravated by the way that I play, and he's not able to beat it so far by just picking anybody. He picks like a very specific team of people, and he has a strategy in order to counter my thing. Last time when I faced Colin, I was able to beat Colin pretty consistently as well. Um, like I'm not sure if Colin did beat me when I was using my current team. So yeah, Matt, I'd be very interested in seeing how you did against me with my current strategy. I'm not sure if you're ready. Right now, I'm trying to find the teleportation gate so I can get to the boss realm. And then Matt said JoJo already has a quality fighting game. I actually do really like the JoJo arcade game. I played that shit ton at one year's Hamicon, because at Hamicon they had it, and it was pretty fuego. I enjoyed it. Looking for a teleporter. Look at the map. Speaking of looking at the map, they're like, if you go over here, there's just a fucking map. There's just a literal map that you can use. Isn't that crazy? Matt said the stream died for a bit. So what happened regarding the comments? Um, let's see. Ryan said, Ryan, you are too good at Yu-Gi-Oh, which is why I won't play until there are new weird cards. I am waiting for Yu-Gi-Oh to have more cards that fit the play style that I want to play. Matt, what I was saying before about Fighter Z, I wouldn't mind facing off against you in Fighter Z. I have a new team that Gerard has to pick specific people in order to beat me with, which is interesting, and then I was able to beat Colin with pretty consistently. I just feel like I found a new strat, and I'm curious to see how you would do against said strat. Let's see. Vlogging with Leon said it's sad that they will no longer be doing Hamicon. It is sad that they will no longer be doing Hamicon. I agree with that. Hey, I found some buried treasure. And then Matt said, I do care. Then Kel said, yeah, Matt, but Heritage for the Future only has part 3 characters and is very old. All-Star Battle isn't very good, and Eyes of Heaven was just a fan service game. And then Matt said, because why should I let you face me in Fighter Z? Then Volume with Leon said, hey, have you ever put your girlfriend in the video? Yeah, we did an AMA where it was like, ask my girlfriend anything, and you guys asked my girlfriend questions. If you haven't checked that out yet, feel free to check it out. Let's see. Right now I'm still trying to straight slay. I need to get to the boss battle. Need to get to the boss battle. In order to do that, I have to leave here. I'm already 3 levels higher than the boss, but I haven't been able to leave. Also, I found a staff. Let's see. Matt said Heritage was Joseph though, so it's all good. And Pet Shop. Pet Shop. What does Matt talking about? Does this realm have no music? Or is it just really subtle? Like, is the Death Realm actually just silent? And is it like that to be creepy? Vlogging with Leon said, also, I was wondering if your girlfriend would be willing to take some pictures of us cosplaying and bring in Big Spring Park. I would highly recommend asking her about that, because she is, like, super into cosplay and probably would be really down to do some form of cosplay meetup. So I'd recommend you hit her up, because that just seems like something that'd be right up her alley. And then Matt said, the music is bad. I am not surprised. Gotta find the teleporter. Going to the teleporter. And another fight. Kel said, Heritage for the Future is definitely good. I'd just like a new good one with characters from 1 through 8. Understandable. There's a cool Kamen Rider fighting game, but I believe it's Japan only. Which is the main reason why I do not have that Kamen Rider fighting game and why I do not play it. Vlogging with Leon said, okay, I will. Oh, ballin'. Sounds like a plan. Matt said, just use Mugen. Mugen is a way to even make characters that you'd love to see in a fighting game, like if you want to. There's a lot you can do with Mugen. Hey, I finally found it. Are we about to fight 2 bosses in 1 hour? Well, it's a little over an hour. Excuse me. Okay, so every time I fight a boss, I start by taking on the approach of, just fighting randomly. I'm sorry, is the guy in the middle a dude who can infinitely turn into one guy? It's like he can't cast Gemma Shell Burst. Hold on. Let me inspect this dude in the middle. After this creature dies for the first time each battle, it resurrects with 50% health, 50% more attack, intelligence, defense, and speed. Stop hitting him. Stop. After this creature kills a creature, your creature gains a random buff for each debuff the target had before it died. After attacking a creature with less than 35% health, kill it. Oh, decapitation is some shit. I've heard about that. I should kill Grim Reaper. After this creature attacks, decrease the target's defense by 50%. Maybe kill Decrepify first, actually. Horde. Your creature shares 5% of their speed with each other. This effect does not apply to other creatures with this trait. After the creature attacks, it averages the target's attack, intelligence, and defense and speed. Oh, Should I kill him first? Or him first? Or him first? There are a lot of people that, like, need to be the priority. And they are not the people I was fighting. So let's start with Decapitation Boy, because he's too good and he legit needs to die, like, before other people. Okay, hold on. We're still trying to kill the Decapitation Boy. Yeah, that's fair that we died, because I did just try to do the random thing. Now that I know, I can pick who I need to focus on first. Let's see. Belonging with Lee, I know, but like a real game, you know? Understandable. In this jet, you don't actually have any reason to dislike Digimon, especially since Digimon approaches its ideas from several different angles when considering anime games. So you can't say you hate it all. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just saying I've never really been big into it, and that I do think it's weird that they're creatures in the physical world. It's kind of weird. Kel said, "Man, I'm curious. What fighting would you give to a series? Like, what fighting game would you give to a series?" Leon, do you happen to know my girlfriend's Instagram, like her cosplay Instagram? Because I think that'd be the best way to approach her for a cosplay-based thing. One of the things they did was remove a trait from somebody. The fuck? So I don't care about the guy who kills people because I doubt he's gonna kill someone. Oh, wait a minute. Undead Army. Do I need to kill him first? When an enemy dies, another one will be summoned in its place. So, fuck. Who do I need to kill first? I hate the guy who averages people. The guy who averages people is pretty bad. Decapitation isn't really that bad, except for the fact that I have the blue guy. We should focus either on the blue guy or on the mummy. I would almost say the mummy. But purple is bad. Like, we need to kill the purple guy, then the blue guy, then the red guy, and work from there. Fuck. Okay, and then you have to use inspect again, and you gotta be like, so who's he? And it's like, before a battle, this creature gains copies of all the enemy's non-temporary spell gems. This trait ignores other creatures with the lust trait. Okay, so he has copies of all our powers. Um, we have pretty good powers, but I don't think that'll be too big of an issue. We need to focus our attacks on purple guy now. Attack purple guy. Like, everybody hit the purple dude. Cool. Okay, we killed the purple dude. Real quick, guys, I will continue reading the live chat. Just give me one moment. This creature's attacks deal 5% more damage for every 1% of health the target is missing. Um, so he's going to be hitting really hard. If he kills a creature, he gains a random buff for each debuff the target had when they died. He will be a problem if he kills somebody, but the red dude would have to be the next target. I'm sorry, like, he's too strong. We need to get rid of the guy who can do decapitation before we focus on, like, anybody else. Gosh, look at all these debuffs. No. No, I've never seen minus 49 intelligence. Okay. Gosh. Inspect the new guy. This creature starts battles with 200% more mana, but also starts battles with silence for 1 turn. Hold on. What powers does he have? Gem of Animate Dead, Gem of Debilitate, Gem of Unholy Confessions. I imagine that he's going to be a problem. We should kill him before we attack. Well, now the purple dude is really bad, though. I kind of want to get rid of the purple dude first. Because now everybody has debuffs. So if he kills anyone, I guess he's going to get like a shit ton of buffs. And we're going to eat shit and die. So we got to get him now. He's like dodging everything. It's because of the debuffs. Okay. We're doing a little bit better. Except not. Because that happened. So after this creature attacks, it steals 40% of the target's speed. I don't care about that too much. This guy is too strong of a spellcaster, I would say. We probably would want to get rid of him. That was not enough to get rid of him. Also, I should have used attack. Yeah, because now he's dead. If I had attacked, I would have had a 50% chance of summoning, not summoning, but reviving one of my dead guys. So I think I know what I need to do. Well, one thing that I could do, I need to break down some of my stuff into materials. Let me read the live chat real quick, though. Where are we at? Matt said, personally, a Square Enix crossover game would be cool, with the main series being Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and Kingdom Hearts. Along with Leon said, hey, you should do a 24-hour challenge. I think I do. I'll have to check. Okay, solid. And for the 24-hour challenge thing, I don't really know when I'd have time to do that. Matt said, but Jet, you aren't even trying to get into Digimon. Currently, 2 Digimon games are coming sort of soon. A re-release of Cyber Sleuth with all of its content and Digimon Survive. What is Digimon Survive? Okay. Cool. So I salvaged a whole bunch of stuff. Go in here, talk to her, enchant my stuff. Enchant either one, it doesn't matter. Enchant that with attack. Cool. Now it's enchanted with attack. Hit enchant again. Hit that one. Is there anything I want to do? What is defense penetration? I have no idea. It doesn't really say. I'm not sure if I want to do inflict weak on hit, but it doesn't seem like that would be a bad thing. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll do that. I just added that. I don't know why Dad's always like, don't tell people I'm here. They can hear you. I don't. You're not like silent. You know what I mean? Let's see. Matt said Digimon Survive seems to be a tactics Digimon game. From the little bit I've looked into it, tactics like Fire Emblem kind of thing. Because I'm not a big fan of Fire Emblem stuff. Leon said you should do a 24 hours handcuffed to your girlfriend challenge. That sounds like a horrible idea. Matt said that I think also ties the Digimon's life force to the owner's life force. Nani? Matt said, remember that Shining Force is also tactics. Kel said, Jet, have you ever thought about making a game with your superhero guys? Like making a game involving the superhero characters that I create for my stories? Kinda, sorta. With the sentient AI thing, I can make them think things are their ideas. So I can make them think that they were the characters I've created. But I'm not sure if that would be a morally good idea. Um, okay. So right now, I'm trying to figure out how to take down these characters. So I'm trying to figure out who I should take out. I'm gonna take out the guy who is big on doing the debuff stuff. I want to try and take him out as soon as possible. So cast Gemma Shellburst. I'm just having everybody cast Gemma Shellburst on him. Cool. He is gone. Because I didn't like him. Inspect that guy. Your creatures cast death spells as if they have 100% more intelligence. Oh, well, that sucks. I'm not sure if I need to take him out first or not. The blue guy weakens defense, and that other guy makes everybody average. Maybe I should focus on the guy who weakens everybody's defense. Gosh. Cast Gemma Shellburst. Gemma Shellburst normally does like significantly more. Okay, I don't have enough health to use Gemma Shellburst. That time it just killed him. I just need to hit him normally. Give me one moment, by the way. While I try and take down these guys. What makes this fight harder is that they just summon more guys. When an ally dies, he attacks 4 dudes. Well, then I need him to die, but I also need to take out... If you take out that average dude, then it messes up everything. You want to kill him first. Oh, you know what? Gemma Shellburst is mainly good if you are a guy who's an actual caster. One of my guys now has minimum intelligence. No. Wow. Oh snap. So when he's attacked, he just is like, and now you get riggedy wrecked because you attacked me. That's great. Gotta love him. I don't know if I need to kill the Grim Reaper dude now, or if I need to kill the guy who averages stuff. Grim Reaper dude? Oh, he's at minimum defense now. Well, hold up. Attack him. Gosh, no, I just need people on the thing that puts you at minimum defense. What? After attacking a creature with less than 35% health, kill it. Then afflict enemies with a random debuff for each buff the target had before it died. So, he also is pretty bad, but only if he kills someone. Keep attacking that Grim Reaper guy. Okay. Wow, they appeared and they cursed everybody as soon as they arrived. Before this creature dies, it casts 3 of its spells. So you save him for last. You now don't need to worry about that guy. I kind of want to keep killing the summoner dude. Can we keep attacking him? Real quick, let me read more of the live chat, because I don't want to fall behind too far. Okay. Kel said, Jet, have you ever thought about... Oh, I already read that. Matt said, Jet, you've already thrown morals out the window when you decide to have AI fight and kill each other, and to treat them to torture. So, I'm thinking about making a game where AI have the ability to choose to fight, but they don't have to, and they're put in situations with other AI where they get to interact with each other. Because I figured out a way to make multiple sentient AI interact without having to have multiple EPUs. So I'm thinking about making a game that has multiple sentient AI characters who can talk and interact with each other, and they can fight each other, but they don't have to fight each other. So they're not forced to. They get to make that choice for themselves. Leon said, "Which Final Fantasy game is your favorite?" I've never played one. Matt said, "I haven't really touched Final Fantasy too much, mainly for a distaste of ATB, but 7, mainly due to 7R, which seems pretty hype." Kel said, "I'm going to go. See you guys later. Catch you later, Kels. Thank you for tuning in. Great to have you." Matt said, "Do you ever think that using a base level spell would eventually cause problems rather than actually getting and using better spells?" I don't really think the spell is bad. Leon said, "Well, I have to go. I'll talk to you later. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in. Truly appreciate it. Hope to see you on the next live stream." Okay, so we're now going to focus on specifically hitting the main dude. Maybe I shouldn't focus on hitting the main dude. Averages guy, I actually despise. Wait, doesn't averages guy only mess with you if you hit him? If so, then I'm messing up. Inspect him, please. Oh, it's only after he attacks. That's why we're trying to hit him in the first place. Everybody's dead. Okay, so I gotta try that again. Let's see, Matt said, "Jet, no one watches the bad game. What even is good here?" Let's see. So, I still don't really know how you beat a guy who every time you kill one of his dudes, he summons another dude. And there isn't a set limit of how many times he does that. So, an enemy buying cast a spell called Death. So that's the Frenzy Ghoul. He's the one who cast that spell. Maybe he's the guy that we've been sleeping on who really just needs to die immediately. Okay. So we're gonna all focus on him. Because I really don't like him. Let's see, Matt said, "You don't even pay attention to the story. You generally mash attack or shell burst. The music is forgettable generic. The sprites are ugly and the UI is atrocious. What do you honestly like here?" I actually really do enjoy the game. Um, it's fights like these that I think are what the game is about. Where you legitimately do have to, like, figure out some different shit. Gosh. Okay, so that was like an immediate cut. So let's inspect the new guy. Whoa. After this creature attacks, it decreases the target's intelligence by 10%. Um, it said Bazorli. Yeah, so Bazorli was able to get his stuff off. The Grim Reaper guy is more of a threat right now because we have some weaker people. Um, attack, attack, inspect him. Let's see. How are we going to get through this? We really do want to try and take down the dragon guy. sooner rather than later. Okay, Dragon Guy's gone. Matt said, so you only have boss fights. It seems like you've fallen exactly into what you said you disliked. It's as if peaks and valleys in video games exist. So, I'm not sure if attacking the dude who summons the other monsters really matters. Because he also can summon himself back, which I think is crazy. Unless I've misconstrued how his power works. Yeah, I need to figure out how that main dude's power actually works. Because I feel like that's the biggest conflict. Also, we've hit 9 p.m., so I'm going to end the stream. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. So, your friend, your boy, JetBlackTheOne, logging out. Peace.